Thanks for stopping by. Hope everybody's having a great show.
Today I'm going to show you guys how we do things differently with the pipeline instead of business rules, task-based follow-up, and stuff like that. So let me just dive right into it. So that's me, Lexus of Pembroke Pines, coming to you from Craig's Inn. Why we say goodbye to business rules. So task-based follow-up, if you're using tasks, right, you're probably having someone with out-of-control work plans, right? So if you have out-of-control work plans, we had the same thing. And we told our teams we needed to get it together and to get it done on a daily basis. So when we did so, we still went through our opportunities and realized that we were still missing a whole lot of opportunities. So then we tried a hybrid model, right? We tried the pipeline and we tried our tasks. And at that point, too much done in one day. There was a lot of things being messed up. It wasn't practical for us, so we were still missing opportunity. How we missed opportunities. So tasks don't prioritize who you should be calling first. When my salesmen get to work, I need them to make sure they focus on the right people. I want them to focus on the people that are engaging and making sure they don't waste time with people that my AI can handle. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have two set of customers. They come into your showroom over 30 days ago or 30 days ago, right? Now, as soon as they leave and they don't buy a car, naturally we're calling to try to bring them back in to buy a car. But one customer tells us, hey, we're not picking up the phone, we're not answering calls, they completely ghost you. Then you have another set of customers, right, that continue to engage, but they engaged you 3 days ago. Which one of these two customers are gonna likely buy a car from me, right? Who do I want my team to prioritize first? Another way we lost opportunities was we found too many gaps. Even though that everything was getting completed, right, on a daily basis, there were still gaps in follow-up, and I'll show you an example about that. And when you're doing everything by task, it doesn't show you the breakdowns in follow-up, and I'll show you an example now. Closing the gaps. So we focus on the two left columns over here. We have last engage and last attempt. So we engaged these customers 8 days ago, but we haven't emailed, called, or text message in 4 days and 3 days. That's a fail, big time. Here's another one, 9 days and 5 days. The only time this is okay for me is if there's an upcoming appointment date. If there's no upcoming appointment date, it's a fail from BDC, sales, team leads, desk, all the way up and down. We've completely dropped the ball. So traditionally with business rules, this is what it used to look like for us. And I'm sure if you have tasks happening, it's pretty similar, give or take a day or two. So day 1 to day 10, we're calling, we're emailing, we're texting, we're sending video, right? But what we're really doing is filling up work plans. And if the people don't pick up on day 10, it starts to taper. We do that 1 week follow-up. Then we go to like a 2 week follow-up. This is a one size fits all approach when it comes to follow-up. So like, I'm not gonna buy a car the same time you're gonna buy a car, and you're not gonna buy a car the same time she's gonna buy a car. So to us, this is a set it and forget it scenario. And
set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
You guys remember
just set
this?
it and forget it.
Just set it and forget about it.
You just
Yes,
set
you
it
had one.
and then forget it. You just set it and forget it. Set
This
it
is my
and
girl.
forget about it.
You set it and forget
The
it.
Italian. You cannot take a set it and forget it approach when it comes to your follow-up. We need to adjust to our customers, right? So what we do now, we have a 14-day aggressive follow-up, and it's funnel follow-up. That said, day 1, we're calling, texting, video. The most two important things here is we don't like to see gaps over 3 days. So we're combing our pipelines to make sure there's no gaps over 3 days. Everybody has to have the same column set up. If you're a desk manager all the way down to an agent, you need to be able to see a customer the same way so you can determine the breakdowns. Every single time there's engagement, whether it's the AI or the customer calls back in, it's gonna restart our follow-up from day 1. So it's like a fresh lead. After the 14 days, the safety net picks up the ball where we left off, and then if the safety net re-engages, for us, it's day 1 again. Safety net. I'll show you what it looks like now. So imagine this is a new lead. We're gonna give it 14 days of aggressive follow-up. Now, if by chance there's no engagement, the safety net is gonna pick up the ball where we left off. In this timeline, we do make engagement on day 3, so we're giving it 14 days of aggressive follow-up. Now to day 17, customer goes dark, no more engagement, safety net picks up the ball where we left off. This one here is a longer timeline. Where I want you to focus is in the middle here, because this is day 42 for us, but for my competitor, it's also day 42. That said, for me, it's really day 1 because I'm going to give it 14 days of follow-up between day 42 and 56. For my competitors who have task-based follow-up, how many tasks do they really have between 42 and 56? 1? If I'm lucky, hopefully they forgot about this customer at that point. That said, here's our column setup when we're using engaged. So the first 2 columns are mainly the most important because we sort by engaged. The third column is also important because it gives us an upcoming appointment date. And the fourth one is really important because it gives us an idea of a timeline of when the customer was created. Example. These 2 customers were created 2 months ago, but they just engaged us about a half an hour ago. So for us, this is day 1 of aggressive follow-up. They're going to get 14 days of aggressive follow-up times a salesman, BDC, and team leads. Then for my competitors, this is day 60 to day 74. How many tasks are they going to have? This will truly set you and stand apart from your competitors on a monthly basis, month in and month out. Here's a smaller example, 5 and 16 days, just engaged, right? 14 days of aggressive follow-up, and these are the timelines for my competitors. Truly, truly, truly sets you apart. So, sold customers 30 days after the visit. If you ever monitor the report of visits, right, it kind of gauges the customers that left the showroom, and then you were able to bring them back and then sell them 30 days after the visit. When we were using business rules, we were selling them about 81 to 95, right? The minute we took the business rules off, we're now selling them 170 to 200 cars a month in, month out on an average. Visits and proposals. Data proposal. This is what we used to do. So we used to follow up in a chronological order because the way that the page defaults, same day, day of, and 2 days after. We realized later that we were still missing opportunity, right? Because we realized that not only do you have to do it this way, but you have to do it and sort it by last engaged. When you do that, these customers show up. You got a month ago, 2 months ago, and 7 months ago, but they just engaged you, right? So now, for us, this is day 1 for this 7-month customer. For my competitor, this is day 210. I promise you, you will stand out. Guy, anybody know him? Who's that? There he is. Okay. So let's say Steve, right, comes to your store and he's kicking tires. He visits the store from 62 days ago. Then he calls in and speaks to your salesman. Now, let me show you a timeline. That's what's supposed to happen. Let me show you the timeline. So now, there's engagement on day 62. Your next task is day 75 for most dealers. So now, let's say the salesman doesn't communicate engagement with his team, so the BDC has no idea what's going on. Team leads have no idea what's going on, and neither does my desk, the pros. So now, as a dealer, we're leaving it up to this salesman to do the follow-up by himself, which was impractical for us. That said, to reverse it a little bit, the salesman should see their support. So he should get the support from the BDC, team leads, and desk managers. So when he doesn't communicate that engagement, everybody has the same column set up to make sure that Johnny Bravo ends up on day 1 follow-up. So when you're using the pipeline, salesmen don't have to communicate anything. Everybody's on the same page because engagement changes everything for everybody. Pipeline management, prioritize who to call first, close the gaps in follow-up, keep all teams on the same page, determine the breakdowns early, and miss less opportunities. Hopefully, sell more cars. Thank you, guys.